Alright guys, today we are gonna be reacting to major surgery in Russia hospital. What is it like? Let's jump in.
Good morning everybody. I am, for the first time, not driving. Lovely Anissa is driving. This is her first time driving in
I drove in our van.
oh, a little bit in our van. Okay, so but almost the first time driving.
First time in the city.
First time in the city in a year, over a year.
Yeah.
So she's an accomplished driver. She's been driving since she was 16 years old, same as me. In Ontario, Canada, you get your driver's license at 16 years of age. And on my 16th birthday, I got my beginners. And then 8 months later, I had my, what we call a G2. Allows you to drive by yourself. With a
Permit.
G1, you can only drive with parents or somebody with experience.
Permit and then
G2, you can drive by
official.
yourself. So both of us had that before we turned 17. But now she has not, and she's, although when we met she had a manual transmission car, she hasn't driven one in so long she didn't feel comfortable driving the big van. So this car we're in right now has been graciously provided to us by a good friend, and allows her to drive around a little bit. And especially today we are en route to the hospital so I can have surgery, and then I need to stay there for minimum 2 days, possibly 3 days. So this will allow her to get around while I am in there. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
Other than that, it's early in the morning. Very thirsty, but I'm not allowed to drink anymore.
Normally he needs another coffee for this.
Oh, I would like another coffee, yeah. But I did have one this morning, so that was good. Before my time was up, I was allowed. I'm hopeful that the surgery will go very well and that everything will work good. The biggest thing I'm worried about, I guess, would be the language barrier, because I will be in a hospital by myself with presumably not too many English speakers, I would think, since I am in Russia. I just read a comment this morning that says, oh, this guy's surprised. He moved halfway around the world. He's surprised there's a language barrier. No, I'm not surprised by that, of course not. I am in Russia. I expect everyone to speak Russian. I'm actually surprised when people speak.
Yeah, a lot of my comment section, they're very similar, right? Look at this guy, yeah, you're American, la la la. It's okay, I don't care about the comment, bro. It's very common in this space to just get certain comments, right? So
Speak English to me. I'm like, hey!
You're not worried about the language either. You're worried that they're gonna take out a kidney instead of the gallbladder.
Wake up
That's a
missing
joke.
kidneys.
That's a joke.
I'll have my kidneys on a veto for sale, right?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, the healthcare here seems to be very good. But, I mean, obviously, you can't communicate as well as you would if you're in your own country. So it is a little bit, that's probably my biggest concern. I think everything will go fine. They seem to know exactly what they're doing. And so
you'll
far,
wake up
healthcare
speaking
seems to
Russian.
be much better. You think they can program me while I'm
Maybe
sleeping?
you'll wake up being flipped.
very comfy.
It's all very amusing.
Yeah, very comfy, very simple.
Yeah, different language. So in the hospital room here, I got a private room, which is cool. I don't think we paid extra for it, but maybe, not sure. Nice enough room. They stuck these socks on me, which is, what do you call it, for swelling, I guess. Maybe blood clots too, I'm not sure. I had my belly shaved for the first time in my life. Not that I'm very hairy anyway, but they shaved what was there. So, waiting for surgery now. Should be in like half an hour, 45 minutes. I think they'll wheel me into surgery. Hello, everybody. Post-surgery, everything went honky-dory fine, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
I was really groggy for a little while. It's a very awkward experience because modesty doesn't seem to be a real important thing around here. So I got to wear my clothes up.
Yeah, hey, that's the thing about you living in the West, man. As a Canadian and American, we're very similar, right? Culturally similar. You have that kind of, hey, how you doing? Hey, really? Oh, do you want something? It's very similar. In the Eastern European, they look more straight to the point.
Up until, well, actually before that even, I had to get these funny socks. I got these socks, they go up, show them my lovely socks. They go up a long ways, and to get them, I got them at the pharmacy thing, or I don't know whatever it was, in the middle of the store. Okay, drop your pants. Pardon? Anyway, they had to go take measurements to get these socks done, so I wasn't used to that. But then here at the hospital as well, I get to the operating area, and it's like, okay, take off your clothes. It's like right here. No gown. She draped a gown over my shoulders, but you're standing there completely naked. and then you kind of try to wrap it around yourself, or at least I did. I'm not used to wandering around naked. And then you get to the room, and I had to get up on the table. It's like, there's no modesty or not, and it's a big room. There's other people, and there's another guy being operated on. So anyway,
Yeah,
it was not.
It's just the way that we do things over here. There's over there in Eastern Europe, they seem like very straight to the point. When it comes down to things like this, they're not like ooh. So
something that I would be used to. We believe in modesty and covering, and yeah, even laying like this, showing you guys my shoulders, I wouldn't even do typically. So yeah, it's funny. Anyway, surgery went well. Doctor's amazing. Super nice guy. Nurse staff is great. Got a nice room here, beautiful sunshine. The worst part of this room is there's people working over there, and I love working, and now I have to lay here and watch them work. They're fixing a roof on another building, and it's really hard to lay here and watch other people do the work. The other good news is the doctor came in and said I'm allowed to get up. So I got up, I went to the bathroom, came back down. So I think everything's going well so far. I'm waiting for the air bubble everybody tells me about. Hopefully that's not too bad. If you're not familiar with that, apparently they blow up your whole belly. I can show you my incisions, I guess. So I've got these, and apparently they stuff you full of air, and then that air makes its way up into your shoulders. So I'm told. I don't know. Never had that before.
What the hell? What the air in your belly? What? I never heard that before either.
I've had that before.
Yeah,
it hurt really pretty bad. And I think I remember Ben was complaining about that when he took his appendix out, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Nisa's had her gallbladder out. So anyway, I feel really good. The first little while waking up is terrible. I didn't enjoy that at all because it's just disorienting and feels weird. But other than that, everything's good. And looking forward to, I can have coffee tonight, apparently. It seemed kind of odd to give me coffee tonight, but anyway, I haven't had one in a while. I'm allowed to drink water now already. Not allowed to eat till tomorrow, right? So anyway, there's your update.
She's fasting,
feeling pretty good. Looking forward to getting out of here, but
it's basically fasting to make sure you time to their body to recover.
I'm shackled to the hospital for at least 2 days.
Here's up. Look at its socks. Let me see.
Well, at least one thing's consistent. Hospital food is not the greatest in any country. Got me a bowl of oatmeal. It's actually not terrible. The first bite, I was like, what? This, I have no idea. She said it was kisel, which doesn't translate to anything in English, so I haven't got a clue. It's some kind of a hot drink, I guess. And this is apparently an omelet. It looks like a hump of cheese, but I have no idea. Being looked after reasonably good here. Got a real sore back, and normally I can just twist and crack it a little bit and make it feel better, but I can't.
So more carbohydrate to fatten up a little bit, right? To fatten up.
I do that right now because the front hurts too bad. Other than that, I'm not in a whole lot of pain, just my back mostly. I didn't sleep with the beans, maybe 4 hours last night. It's all I could get. And I'm so stiff and sore this morning, so hopefully today they can give me something to help me sleep. All right, update. I already forget what it's called, Keesit or something like that. It's really yummy. No idea what it is. And the oatmeal's growing on me. It's actually not too bad either. Could be because I haven't eaten for 20 hours, I think. I'm so hungry. That was the other thing last night. I couldn't sleep. My top of my stomach was just, so hungry. I like food. And I haven't tried this yet, but I will in a minute. It's not bad either. Out there. And yeah, I'm ready to go. I mentioned to the doc about an uncomfortable bed, and they said maybe they can do something. I said, I don't think it'll make a difference. Every hospital bed's uncomfortable. It's nothing like your own bed at home. Right? So hopefully tomorrow, hopefully. Well, there you have it. I most certainly would never order this in a restaurant, but it could be worse. It's actually not bad. So maybe hospital food in Russia is actually better. I haven't spent a lot of time in the hospital, but I know every time Anissa has a baby, then they're in there, and I usually have some of her food with her, or they bring me an extra plate. And it's usually horrible, horrible food. You think it's good, but then it's like, ugh.
So, yeah, hospital food tend to be very, very blah. It is what it is, right? It's not like some of their food is kind of dry, so it is what it is.
So it passes the mark. Not too bad. All right, breakfast done, sitting in there pretty good. So looking forward to getting out of here still though, but Gonna go make a cup of coffee here shortly, or a cup of tea maybe, not sure yet. Just gonna say that, oh man, my back is so sore. The care here is really good, and I really appreciate that. The timeliness of Russian medical care in the Western world has asked about medical care here, so I only have a brief window that I've learned about it, right? But I find that it's very timely. It's a good level of care. The hospital is definitely not new, but in Canada we have a lot of new hospitals, a lot of nice new buildings, but the care is not there. And you wait.
That's what I heard about the Canadian care is not. Even though our healthcare is very expensive in the United States, but we do have very good care. But I heard the Canadian
hours and hours and hours for anybody to come see you, or you wait months and months to see a specialist. Here it's been very fast, very efficient. So I'd rather they spent the money on that, on the doctors and nurses and equipment, rather than on a building. I don't really care how old the hospital is. I want someone to take care of me, right? So very impressed so far. The only thing I would say is a lack of dignity. The whole, drop your clothes and walk into surgery pretty much naked. Very undignified and still strange. And then I was asleep coming back to the room, but apparently I wasn't very well covered up coming back in either. That just seems very odd. So it's something that probably should be worked on. Maybe that's a cultural thing. I have no idea, but
yeah, I think it's more like a cultural thing, because I know people that had gone to some spa in Germany and some areas in Europe, and they're completely naked. For us, it's like, oh, but for them, it's completely fine.
Take much to throw a blanket on somebody, but other than that, very impressed. Doctors been in a number of times, and nurses, and yeah, very good. Well, we already made it all the way to lunchtime. It's a good time to do some Bible reading. That's what I brought my book for. I brought my Bible along, because they haven't spent a whole lot of time reading it yet, just getting started now. They finally brought lunch. I also managed to put a shirt on, so we're doing good. Changed the bandages. Wounds look absolutely amazing. And there's no stitches, which I thought was interesting. There is. I don't understand. I was like, did you use glue? No. So it's some kind of a dissolvable stitch, but I can't see any stitches. So it's, anyway, at least they don't have to be pulled out, which is handy. The care here still, it's just phenomenal. Everybody's just so nice, so kind, it's been really good. During my lunch, at first they just gave me a bowl of soup, and I thought, oh man, this big farm kid ain't gonna survive on that. But they did bring me this too, which looks like rice or something, and I have no idea what that is. We'll find out. And then this is this stuff again, which I found is delicious. It's not tea, it's kisit or something. I don't know. It smells like apples. I said to Anissa earlier, it's almost
like a tea, right? It looks like a tea.
Well, if you're in Canada and America, you would know what apple pie is. Here, I've been served apple pie, but it's more like apple cake. Our apple pies are way more moist. I don't know, hard to explain. But if you're in the West, you know what I'm talking about. So this kind of smells and tastes a little bit like the filling in an apple pie, if that makes any sense. It's delicious. And this looks like a chicken soup, and I don't know, something else. So I'm gonna go eat lunch. The ladies also brought me some coffee. That's different here in Canada. I would bring my own clothes. I would probably be, toothbrush, things like that, right? My own stuff. But as far as food and drink, they bring it all to you. They have generally, at least in the maternity ward, I don't know, I've never really been in the hospital for anything other than that. It's just with Anissa. But they'll have a fridge with some snacks in it, with juice in it, milk, sometimes crackers. They bring 3 meals a day, just like they're doing here. And they'll bring you tea and coffee at that time as well. And then, I don't know about water. I guess it'd probably be, I'm not sure actually. Probably a fountain or something. So here's a little differently. You're supposed to bring your own stuff. I didn't know that. I was supposed to bring my own cup, I guess, my own utensils, maybe, and my own coffee fixings. So I said to them, I said, hey, the doc said I could have coffee. And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Where's your cup? I was like, I don't have a cup. Okay, where's your coffee?
So you have to bring your utensils and your cup, huh?
I don't have any coffee. So anyway, they were super nice. They loaned me a cup till I leave, and they gave me a spoon till I leave. And I was using their coffee this morning. They just brought me some for myself. So very nice. I'm gonna go eat. All right, Thursday evening update. Still in the hospital, confined to my little box. All in all, feeling pretty good. And I managed to actually have a bit of a nap for about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, they brought supper out. basically the same thing as lunch, I believe. Tasted good. Not much else to tell you. Just hanging out in here and waiting. Waiting until tomorrow. Looking forward to go home. I don't, well, I just like being home. I enjoy being with my wife and my kids. So hopefully tomorrow I get to go home.
Wow, he's such a nice guy, man. I like him. He's such a nice guy, man. Very good review. This is my first time even watching Russian Hospital. I don't know. It looks like they got it. They got it very nice. They have what they need. They have what is important. The food looks good for the situation, which is to fat him up a little bit. You know, he's kind of weak, so you need to recover a little bit. Wow, yeah. I'm glad that everything is going well. Let me see what happened with him. What was the? Yep. So this thing in Aaron is absolutely right. The main thing is not the design of the hospital room, but the skill and hands of the surgeon. As for hospital meals, this rule is for post-surgery. Yeah, that's what I said. The patient is prescribed special dietary nutrition after surgery. Jelly, kissel, is generally a unique drink. It is an anti-gastritis, eliminates excessive bile secretion, which causes gallstone to form. Interesting. What the hell? Yeah, a lot of people. Center employed, people house. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm just reading from my mind. My bad. I'm Polish Canadian. I assure you that Russian medical care is of a high standard. In Russia, they have very good doctors. I will not describe what I'm going through here in Ontario with the healthcare service. I'm sorry, healthcare service. What is happening in Canada is horror. I wish you a speedy recovery. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Yeah, in Canada, I heard some weird stories, man. Like people waiting years, folks, years, to get any type of service. Months, years, you know. I can imagine that. I cannot imagine that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.